Hi, happy today. My name is Jim. I'm making a game called Fun Man, and this is a video diary of sorts of the creation of the game Fun Man. Early in February, so I had the bright idea to make a smaller game called Pie Guy, and this is Pie Guy, and this was in hopes of making something short and fun and then putting it on Steam, selling it for cheap, and hoping that the revenue that came in would keep the production of Fun Man going or make it a little less stressful. There are hundreds of games that are released on Steam every single day. Hope is a fantastic thing. Hope can give you a boost of confidence that something could work out, but then like the reality of things sunk in, and I realized, what are the chances that this would even be seen? What are the chances I would even break even? And is this a 3 to 4 month project worth working on? The conclusion I came to was not at the moment. So even though I did learn a bunch of new things, making Pie Guy will be put on the back burner, and I have commenced working on Fun Man. So there's a fantastic add-on for Blender called Easy Tree, and it gives you a bunch of options to make easy trees. So prior to that, I was using the sapling generator, which also works really well. But this guy right here also works pretty cool. I made a bunch of trees, but then I wanted to concentrate on the new claustra, which is kind of like the hell level of the game, and I wanted to make this tree kind of be like a marker for the player to move towards. Okay, so here we are, and I've also been working on splat mapping. Right now I have the ability to use RGB maps. So here's what the new claustra map looks like, and so by using RGB, I can assign those textures inside of Godot. So I paint on the pathways here in Blender, export the map, and then using a shader, it can become this. You can assign pathways and rocks and stuff. What I tried working on yesterday was also having a CMYK map, so I could have 6 different textures. But that didn't come to fruition yesterday. But here is my marker tree, which I gave some nice particle effects and glowing omni light, and the materials are a charred tree. And the cool thing about everything is once you figure out how to do it once, you can apply this. You can apply the same thing to everything else. So right now I am learning how to make a burning tree in New Claustra. Here we are in lovely Puffer Springs in the daytime, and for the past week or so I've been using Blender's building tools as well as putting some things together myself to make locations to fill out the land. I wanted to have cool looking places for each different level that you could access. I wanted different building styles for different levels, and so these are a few of those things that I'm working on. That kind of looks like a garage. That's some weird thing over here, inspired by lighthouses. There's a cool lighthouse, some guys fixing lighthouses on YouTube. That's pretty fun to watch. I'm thinking this could be an entryway to some GoPort power station, since it uses the GoPort tiles. And this guy here, this is the bleep house. There'll be a key somewhere in the game you can get, and that one key opens up the bleep house. I don't know what the bleep house does yet, but that should be an exciting thing for the future. trying to figure out a way to be able to easily replace materials, to be able to reuse the same assets so they look different, to fill out the place. And that experiment was done with these 4 tiny houses, and it worked out quite well. This is a boring traditional house that I believe you can walk right through at the moment. Yes, you can. There's nothing inside. These would lead to other levels. And then, since we were here in Puffer Springs, this is probably the most populated. Okay. Anyway, right here we have a hospital that I can't go to anymore because of a code glitch. And then here we have the police station where I can't go to because of a code glitch. Can we get out of this? Oh, god damn it. Anyway, I said an if-then statement or true-false statement somewhere, and it probably thinks he's falling. Anyway, those are some locations that I've made. So something really cool just happened. I had a shower thought. Here we are inside of a Blender, and here are the building tools. The first step is to create a floor plan. And down here, they give you a couple of choices. You can do rectangular, circular, composite, random, and then it gives you a whole bunch of choices. And that's what I thought I had the ability to work with. I thought you had to work within these constraints. So then you go into edit, you add floors, add more floors, stuff like that. I thought that's what all you could do. But I came back down. You know, what if there was some kind of way where I see what they're doing here. What if there's some way that I could do that as well and then work around those things? So I'll give it a few loop cuts here and then I'll extend. Cool, now I have this really strange layout. Will it allow me to create floors for this? And then I saw, oh yes, yes it will. Now I selected the roof part and I used the knife tool to cut these parts up. I actually don't know if that angle will work, but we'll see right now. Now, if I have that selected, will it add a floor in that shape? Oh, sort of. How about here? Yes. It seems to be adding more slabs. But oh, it didn't like that. Yeah, I guess it only lets you. Doesn't like that shape for the roof. But that's cool. Anywho, I just thought that was worth mentioning, that you can do this kind of stuff with building tools. You can select the walls, then add windows to all the walls. And it gives you the ability to make much cooler buildings than just normal houses, which is what I was hoping to do. And thanks to a shower thought, I can do. And that's it for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Thank you everyone who supported the Funman project. Thank you to all my Patreon patrons. And I wish upon you the most pleasant of evenings with pleasant dreams. and I will talk to you later.